That's not in my control, I never worry about it, because I say it's not in my control, it will be what will be. Everything that is in my control, I never worry about it, because I know I'm doing the best possible thing that I can possibly do.
Hey guys, I cannot express how much I feel to have you on this particular video. And let's talk about the man that I just put into the display. His name is Naveen Jain, one of the remarkable mind and most influential personality in the direction of entrepreneurship. And all of you might have heard about the company Moon Express. Yes, I'm talking about the same moon company who have just collaborated with NASA with the billion dollars project. Naveen Jain is the co-founder and executive chairman of that company, and this is the person that most influenced me in the wording that you are going to hear in the next moment. And you have to pay closely attention to the sentences, to the insight that you are going to hear. Of course, video might be a little bit long, but the person who you would be at the end of this video, with the change of perception, with the change of sudden insight, is the different feeling. And I cannot wait to put this man again on my video. Let's get started.
So thing, the way I look in life is, every time I find myself in the tough spot, I close my eyes and say, 5 years from now, when I look at what is happening on, would I actually even care? What
Right.
was I worried about, right? Whether it is a girl dumping you, or a business doing well, or the deal going south, and you say, you know what, life will be just fine, right? And that's really, other thing is more of my Eastern philosophy that comes into the way. I always look at the stuff and saying, you know what, it is what it is. It will be what will be. That means I say, if I, everything that's not in my control, I never worry about it, because I say it's not in my control, it will be what will be. Everything that is in my control, I never worry about it, because I know I'm doing the best possible thing that I can possibly do. And again, it will be what will be. And just
I
really
love that.
keep moving forward and just say it will be what will be.
Naveen has the great point. Why do we care so much about anything that is not in our control? It's been 6 months or so when we first caught up with this coronavirus, when we first hit by this dreadful disease. Since then, it led all of us to where we are today, in a miserable condition, having a less positive approach in regard to this choice. And do we know the worst side of it? It opened up all of us to numerous number of questions. If this would be happening, there might be more unknowns and dreadful uncertainties that can be present in today's world and can have a chance to happen at any point of reference in future. But for now, just we are not aware of it, we don't know what's going to happen. And once we get out of this shit, we might get stumbled upon to anything else. But we have to keep ready for that, just to make sure nothing in the world for the next time can drop us to this much miserable aspect again. And that's what Naveen Jain is talking about. The things I have not in my control, I don't give a damn about that. But the things I can control, I do care. We all need to care about all of that things that is in our control. And in order to grasp that man's attitude, we got to understand one thing with this simple exercise. Just shift your attention from everything that is uncontrollable to something that you can control. Now the question arises, Ayush, what is in our hand? What can we really control in this miserability? Answer, lot of stuff. First of all, we can control ourselves. Our mindset might be in our control. The way we show up in the world can be in our control in terms of our daily habits, in terms of our daily practices, in terms of our daily behaviors. All of these things can be our control. And last but not the least, better utilization of that much frame of time is in our control. That is freaking controllable. And just think about it. Sooner or later, we will all have vaccines. Definitely, every country will have vaccines. But just make sure you get to utilize this time in a way optimistic way. Just to make sure the person who would be at the end of this pandemic or the person before this pandemic have a really big gap. You wouldn't be the person that you were before this pandemic in terms of our thinking abilities, in terms of our relentlessness, in terms of our level of focus, in terms of our mindset, in terms of our heart set, in terms of our skill set, in terms of our awareness. In short, in terms of optimizing every aspect of that deep down you really care about, deep down you really love, or should be upgraded in the way optimistic way when this all chaos in which we are in gets over, or should be updated. And that thing has to be done if we shift our attention that is uncontrollable and bring back on something that we can control. Just keep this message. It is what it is. It will be what will be. Thank you so much, guys. You have come so far in this video. I really did not expect this, but just make sure if you understand my body of work in regard to the choice of code rider, if you respect the Naveen Jain idea, make sure you are not leaving the page without hitting the like button or either without hitting the subscribe button. That's really been a great help for me. And if you want to go extra miles, if you are so much compelled, then make an honest comment. What do you feel about my perception and Naveen's perception? Look, this is the work that I'm considering the best work that I have ever done in the domain of Code Rider or in the domain of Ayush Agarwal. You are totally open to say this wrong. No, Ayush, I am not agree with your perception or with your idea. We are totally open for suggestions. And make sure you are not leaving this page without subscription. Did I say subscription? No, I think I just went maximize. My bad. You are not leaving this page without subscribe, without hitting subscribe. That's the right sentence, I guess. And thank you so much for being with me.